Kingdom women.
Praise the Lord.
Listen, ladies. We're ready to go ahead and get started with our presentation. Before we do, though, let's go ahead and give it up to our pastor, Pastor Teresa. As a part of King's Men, I'll say it's an honor. I think to be the first King's Man at a Kingdom Women event, doing something besides security. Amen. So, some of you know what I do, some of you don't. Today is going to be a day of sharing. It's going to be a day of pulling back the layers. It's going to be a day of exposing, and prayerfully, this will be an evening of seeing a way for healing, seeing a way for restoring. Amen? Amen. So what I'm going to share with you, I am Clarence Thomas III, and I'm bringing to you Far Above Rubies Global, which is my retail store, and I'll promote a line of sanitary napkins known as REIGN, R-E-I-G-N. Far Above Rubies Global, because the book of Proverbs in chapter 31 says that a woman's worth is far above rubies. Amen. And reign, because every female is a queen, she deserves to reign. Exactly. So now, I got a shirt on, and Pastor Razor talked about my journey with my daughter. I'm a single dad. I got custody of my daughter when she was 2 years old. And it definitely was a God journey to that. And when her cycle hit, she looked at me. You know what I did? Called the mamas of the church. Hey, this girl, please. What we supposed to do? I don't do this. I don't know. I need some help. So they told me what to do. And what they shared with me was traditionally what's been passed down from generation to generation to generation. So, unbeknownst to me, though, my daughter was suffering in silence. See, I knew about the mood swings because we get to it a little bit. But all the other things that she was dealing with, she kept that quiet behind her bedroom door. Until one day she came back from a visit with her mom, and she said, Dad, Mom tripping. She want me to get on birth control for my cycle. I said, well, hold up. First of all, we don't pray. Because we don't jump on a synthetic drug as a resolution. We're going to pray and ask God for wisdom and to lead us into something more natural. Less than 2 weeks later, the CEO and co-owner of this sanitary napkin company hit me up and said, hey, Clarence, I got something I want you to watch, man. It's something I found. Me and my wife are launching this company. We want you to check it out. Because we had done other business things together before. So what I'm about to share with you is what he shared with me. And you're going to understand why I wear this shirt. My daughter, Heart, loves her blood drop cycle, her period. My daughter loves her period. Now you might think, oh, that's crazy. I don't know nobody loves their period. I'm going to show you something real quick. The way I like to start off is like this. This is the rain pad. And what I like to do is to put a couple of these on a couple of rows. And I just want you to just open them up. Because the thing that I love about this product, now I was buying her pads from all over the place. I got pads from Kroger, Walgreens, Dollar General, Dollar Tree, Piggly Wiggly, quite a few spots. Right. I was a man. A pad was a pad, right? But I had no idea that the pads I was buying her was irritating her because it was like friction against her skin, almost like light sandpaper. So when I got her these pads, and I hope y'all are passing them down, I got to see how soft they were because they were made from soft cotton on top. All right? And so if you notice the design too, they've got like these three-dimensional leak guard rails that pop up. If you cup it like you're about to put it on, you'll see the rails come up. So that's meant to kind of center the flow and all that good stuff, wings and all of that. But comfort was a big thing that I didn't realize she was lacking with what is right here is very similar to the one that I used to always get my daughters. Y'all catch that? All right. I mean, look at that. That's a big mama jam as far as I know. Some might say it's overnight. We're going to see how overnight it is. Amen. But then we've got this one, and they market this to, you know, the young sisters, the sisters in school, the sisters in their 20s and 30s. You know, this is supposed to be the flex phone, some new technology. So we're going to put them side by side and see what happens. And then we've got, so if this is Goliath, then this is definitely David. Just to give an idea. So now, what I like to do is demonstrate, and this line just below 60 is 50. Can you confirm that it's at the line below 60? Is that 50? Yes? We like to demonstrate with 50 milliliters of water. The gynecologist consultant, our company, said that at the height of a young lady's or woman's cycle, she can give out as much as 50 milliliters. Now, some may be more, some may be less, but we're going to demonstrate with 50, and we're going to see what's going to happen. Now, I'm going to tell you, I already pre-measured these other cups while y'all were talking about your goals and stuff for the new year, amen? So, that's one. For my next one, back up to that line again, put that in the flex phone. This is two. I'm going to tell you, I love this part of the demo because this reminds me of when my daughter finally got a chance to try to pass. See, the owner of the company, he sent me some samples. And because I told him, say, hey man, my daughter's mom trying to get me to put on this birth control. Let me get some of those samples. They look like they're working good on that video, but I need my daughter to test drive these. So I gave her, I said, baby, look, we working on your cycle. Try these out. When you try them out, I want you to let me know how they work for you. Pour that in there. And so, one day out the blue, I'm picking her up from school. It's 4:30. I got somewhere to go. She's like, Dad, I said, what? I said, stop the car. I said, girl, we got somewhere to go. She said, no, I got them pads on. I said, okay. Pulled over, and I quote, please don't ever buy me them pads from the store that you was getting me because I felt like I had pee on me all the time. That was a reality check. Wasn't expecting that. But she was being very transparent at this point. First conversation of this type, you gotta understand. Then she said, you don't understand. I got the same pad on that I put on this morning before I got on the bus. I said, oh. She said, you still don't understand. She said, I've been feeling dry all day. And she said, I have not been irritated. It's so soft on my skin. And my cramps stopped when I put them on. She said, I almost forgot I had a cycle except for a trickle every so often when it would happen. So now I need a volunteer to help me demonstrate this wet dry test. One volunteer. Come on, sister, give her a big hand. Thank you for coming down. Thank you for coming down. So this is what we're going to do. We got 3 red napkins. We're going to open these up, and I'm going to lay each one on a pad. We'll put one right there. And I want you to, if you will, I want you to press your hand into each of these napkins, and we'll see how they respond. So, if you will, press your hand into that one first. Just one hand. Yeah, like you're pushing down, like you sitting on it. There you go, like you're sitting on it. All right, now you sit next pad. Okay, now with your dry hand, I want you to press it out. Hold up. What happened? Let me show you what she said. Pad number 1, I'm going to help her press. It's wet. Pad number 2, flex foam, is drenched. The rain pad is dry. Can we get a hand clap for keeping it dry? I want you to run your hand across that. Is that comfortable and dry? Yeah? Ladies, y'all can pass them around. Is it comfortable and dry? Okay, so now while that's going around, thank you, sweetie. We're done. Thank you so much. You up there? All right, do me a favor. Let me get that back because I'm going to finish using that one, so I don't spend too much time. But ladies, is it dry and comfortable? All right. Rain is the brand. We're talking about the Rolls Royce of sanitary napkins and Pantyliners. Let me go a little deeper. So now, that top layer is so soft because we're bringing back some old school technology. See, back in the day, they didn't have all this fancy stuff right here. They had cotton rag. Mama Joy, they had cotton rag. With two safety pins. Come on, Mama Joy. I got a good one. All right. Oh, look at this, ladies. You can see the cotton fibers when I tear. Cotton, all right? Now, this strip here is an antimicrobial strip. This strip kills over 99.9% bacteria. For my daughter, that means she no longer has an odor when she wears my product. It also balances pH, so she doesn't mood swing like she used to. It boosts metabolism. It also removes inflammation from the body because what happens is when you pull up your undergarment with your pad on, your body heat activates the properties of this antimicrobial strip. So when you got it on, it's going to work for you. Last thing is for her uterus stops contracting when she puts this pad on, so her cramps stop. And the majority of the almost 2 million customers that have been using this product since the company started 6 years ago have the same or similar testimony. All right? Now, what I like to do, I've got a testimony in the building. If I can get...
Prior to using these pads, I used Always, Poise, whichever pad you can think of, I use. And I'm typically one where I cramp pretty bad. Not heavy, but I cramp bad, and I'm pretty much bleed heavy. I'm just telling all my information, but we all ran in here. So my period is 7 days. And usually days 2 through 4, I'm heavy and I'm crampy and moody and all those things. And so about 5 months ago, and he introduced me to these pads, and I was a little hesitant. I was like, no pads work. So I actually decided to try the pads, and for the first time I tried them, I started to notice a difference. But with me, I'm a big group. I review everything, so I had to give it another month, like maybe 2 months before I actually said, yep, I noticed a difference in everything that I'm using. And by the second month, I noticed that I had less cramps. Typically, when we use other pads, you may notice that with blood, you smell. You have a blood odor. Not that you stink, but you just have an odor of blood. I noticed that was eliminated right away. And then dryness, like I said, not cramping as much. Let's see, what else? The pad didn't feel heavy as far as like blood and things like that. I didn't feel the trickle that I normally would feel with the other pads. So I would just say that these pads have really blessed me because I know what it was like. I mean, years and years. I got my period probably, I think when I was about 12 or 13. And I've always used pads. I've always cramped really bad. And so, like I said, for the first 4 months of using these, I have no cramps. And it feels good. Of course, you're a woman, you go through, that time of when you don't want to be on your period and things like that. But I've noticed a difference. So I would just say, if you're interested, definitely, I promise I am a truth teller. I would never tell a lie because the Lord, I don't want to get in trouble. But these work. They work.
One of our beloved members, Sister Ashley Stevenson, she literally just traveled up to Philadelphia, is that right? Harrisburg, Pennsylvania, with her wonderful husband, Chris. They are embarking on their new journey, but she is a current customer with me, and she wanted to share her testimony. So, Elaine, if you will.
Hello. I have been a customer of the Rain Sanitary napkins for about 2 months. As a woman who has experienced very heavy flow, finding the right sanitary napkin has always been a challenge. Until I tried the Rain Heavy Flow sanitary napkin. I genuinely love these pads. They are incredible and absorbent. They give me such a strong sense of security throughout the day and especially at nighttime. What I appreciate most is how ultra thin they are. Even with the heavy flow protection, they never feel bulky or uncomfortable. I don't feel like I'm wearing like a big heavy diaper like the maxi pads. No shade. But I feel very comfortable, and I love the wings that add that extra stability and peace of mind throughout the day and at nighttime, keeping everything in place no matter how much I move. I can also sleep comfortably at night knowing I'm fully protected. There's no anxiety about leaks, just confidence and rest. These pads truly do what they promise. On top of that, the pricing is great. And then signing up for a subscription is awesome. The Rain has created a product that makes women feel secure, comfortable, and cared for. I highly recommend these sanitary napkins to any woman with a heavy flow or even a light flow who wants reliable protection without sacrificing comfort. They're just simply wonderful.
So this is the absorbency layer that I just rolled up. It's literally cotton-infused paper on the top and the bottom, and inside of it is a polymer made from corn. It's a vegetable-based polymer. So it's all natural materials in our product. And we've got 50 milliliters of water already in here. We're going to stick it in this cup, and let's see what happens. While that's doing that, I also have these iodine drops. This is Blue Gall Solution Iodine. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 drops in there. And so this antimicrobial strip, when we do this demonstration, this shows how it's able to break down the bacteria that's in the blood flow. So we put the strip in the water with the iodine. We know the story of Jesus turning water into wine, but we're going to turn this wine back into water. So it's lightening up. And this here is all the water, extra water was put in that absorbed it all. Absorbed it all. So this is what's keeping you dry. This is what's keeping you comfortable. Okay? All natural materials. The back layer of the pad is a paper cotton blend that's breathable but moisture resistant, and the adhesive on the very back of the pad is actually a food grade adhesive made from avocado, I recently found out. Yeah. And this pad tears just like that. As opposed to your typical store pads, it's almost like a hefty bag. This is what you need when you're catching your flow, but this is all you need when you're absorbing your flow and taking it off your body. All right? So if you want to learn about being dry and comfortable with Rain, I'll be in the back at the end of the event. And thank you so much for your time.